Got to look over your shoulder as well, you know. You can't, just like being a striker again.
Okay, the first part's embargoed until 10 o'clock, second part until 10:30 this evening. If you'd like to start.
Ollie, you've had a day or so, a little bit of time to be able to process what happened on Sunday at Goodison Park. What are your overall sort of thoughts and feelings on what happened, and how do you go forward?
That's the point. How do we go forward? That's what we've got to focus on. Of course, you got to look back and reflect on what happened, and that was one of our 2 really bad games since I've come. I've got to say, this one and the FA Cup game against Wolves, they're the 2 that should say we were nowhere near the standards that we have set ourselves, and bounce back. Look forward to. As I said after the game as well, we got 2 great games to come into, and this one is the first one and the main focus. We got one of the best teams in the country at the moment coming. Of course, it's a local derby. We've got to be ready.
Have you been able to sort of get into your mind or figure out why that particular performance happened?
Yeah, of course, we've been here now for about 4 months, and it's been a great 4 months. We're learning all the time, and we're still on the same with the same focus of thinking forward, planning forward. How do we get back to where Man United want to be? The identity and the standards, the professionalism that we've set, and games like the Everton one happens, and the response has to be there. You try to provoke a reaction, or inspire a reaction, and we haven't had time to work on the pitch with the players that played, because you need recovery at this stage of the season as well. So it's about changing mindset and making sure our heads are ready, because anyone's heads will drop when you lose like that.
Ollie, are you the right man to get this club back where it wants to be? Everybody's spoken about what happened at Everton and the disappointing performance and how much work there is to do. Are you the right man to do it?
Well, I would like to say yes, but it's not down to me to say that. Of course, I'm confident in my team and myself, and that I'll be ready to take this challenge on. I know it's a big challenge, and that's why I came in when I came in as well. I come in here, I'm going to say I'm going to enjoy this every single second. I don't like losing, but it's a great challenge, and it's a challenge that all the managers at this club has had. When you go through bad results, you've got to still be confident enough to say, this is the way we're going to do it, and we're planning ahead.
I mean, people think there's got to be some big decisions over personnel.
Yeah.
Are you the right man to make those big decisions?
Well, I would like to think so, yeah. I know that I like all these boys. I love them because they're great lads, but I've got to make a decision. I've got to manage for the club. I'm managing the club, I'm managing the players, but I help the players, but I manage for the club, and I'm going to put all my effort, and the staff, we're going to put all our efforts into making sure that we do what we think is right for the club.
Ollie, you say all good lads and everything else, but when you see a performance like that on Sunday, have you made a decision about certain players and their attitude and the way they go about their business?
Well, of course, you learn about players, and now is not the time to talk about or making wholesale changes in the squad, because that's been doing so great. We've had City and Liverpool, they've taken more points than us in the last 18 games or whatever it is, and that's it. And that's a great effort by the boys. We were where we were when we came in. We've really give it a go, and I've got to say that you can see loads of Man United standards, the DNA in many of these players. But there will be, as I've said, of course we have to get players in, and some players will have to go out.
And then with it being City, and you know obviously what they've been doing and the challenge that they'll pose, how do you get everybody right? And again, with top 4 still there because of all the results as well this weekend, I mean, what kind of challenge are you expecting?
No, that's the best game we could ask for now, because with players hurt, as they definitely were, of course we've had meeting after the game, and you can see all the players are definitely disappointed, but really hurt by that performance. And the City game is the perfect one. There's no hiding place on the pitch. I've said it so many times, and our fans, they will back you whatever result there will be, as long as you give that effort. And against the City side, that's been very good. We've got to turn up. We've got to be ready for the press. We've got to be for their pressing, because they've got quality on the ball, so we've got to defend well. When we win it, we've got to be ready for their aggression, because they will snap at your ankles and heels and kick you. They're not going to allow us easy counter-attacking, because there will be fouls. Don't worry, absolutely no doubt about it, because when you watch them games, they commit so many players forward, and they'll be stopping us as high as they can, I think.
Ollie, what signs have you seen in your players since Sunday that won't be repeated? What reaction have you seen to give you encouragement around the place?
Well, see, we focus on Wednesday now, and I'm sure we'll get a good response. Of course, as I said, we've not been out on the pitch running them like in the old days. You don't punish them as in run up to the mountains and back, and because there are. That's also one way of doing it. But we believe in them. Of course, these players, they know they let themselves down as an individual, as a team, us like me as well. I'm in charge, and I'm the one that give them the instructions on how we're going to play, and it's my duty to get them performing better than that. But I'm sure we'll get a response.